The mango special season is here, and today we'll welcome mangoes by making a beautiful mango cake. Yes, we are making a very special mango cake today. We'll flavor the cake base with mangoes. We'll also layer it with mango puree and also cover this awesome cake with a beautiful mango glaze. And you can see how nicely my base has baked, and this cake looks so awesome, soft, fluffy, and as I cut through you can see the layers, and believe me, the taste of this mango cake will remain in your taste buds for a very long time and you will love the flavors. Do give it a try. Hey guys, I'm Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to my page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my videos so much and liking my videos so much. So let's start with this awesome recipe of mangoes. So our star ingredient here is mango. I have taken here 2 mangoes. One is a bit ripe one and the other is one just ripe, not overripe, because we are going to make some beautiful roses out of these mangoes, and we need mango puree around 2 cups. So for that I'll just blend one mango so that I can get around 1 cup of mango puree, and to it I'll add sugar around 3/4 cup or around 150 grams and blend it to a nice smooth paste. This puree will enhance the flavor of the base sponge, mango sponge. So let's begin. For that I have taken all-purpose flour or maida around 1.5 cups or 220 grams, and I have taken baking powder 1 teaspoon, baking soda 1/4 teaspoon, and salt I have taken here 1/4 teaspoon, and milk I have taken here 1/4 cup around 50 ml, and to it I'll add around 1 teaspoon of vinegar or lemon juice to make an instant buttermilk. I'll just add this and mix it and let it rest for 10 minutes. And while this is resting, what I'll do, I'll just make a makeshift oven. Yes, I am baking my cake in this pan. I'll just place a stand and leave it to heat for good 10 minutes. And if you are using oven, you can start the oven and preheat for good 10 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. And in a bowl, then I have added the puree, and then I'll add the dry ingredients, the all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt. And at this stage I have also added cardamom powder around half teaspoon just to flavor the cake, and I'll sieve all these ingredients nicely so that my cake becomes airy and fluffy. And then oil I'll add here half cup or 100 ml. You can also use melted butter at this stage. Now I'll mix everything. Actually, to add a little bit more color to this mango mixture, I'll add organic food color around half teaspoon. If you don't want, you can also add 2 pinch of saffron and 1 tablespoon of water, warm water. Then goes the buttermilk that we had prepared, and we'll mix everything to make a nice smooth batter. My batter is looking good now. Don't overmix the batter. Now I have greased a pan here. I have not used butter paper. I have coated this pan with oil, brushed oil, and then I have just sprinkled some flour, and I have dusted up the extra flour, and then my pan is ready for baking. I'll add the batter in this pan. Now tap it gently so that if there is any extra air bubbles, they escape out. And now we'll bake this cake in this deep pan that I had already preheated, and leave it for good 40 to 45 minutes at medium flame. And if you are using a oven, bake it at 180 degrees centigrade for good 35 to 40 minutes. And you can see how beautifully my cake is rising here. I have recorded this whole procedure, and this shows how nicely this can be baked even without an oven. And after 40 minutes you can start checking it. I'll just check it once, and my toothpick is clear here. That means my cake is ready. Depends upon your stove, so just make sure the toothpick comes out clear. Now I'll remove the cake and let it cool, and meanwhile I'll prepare my glaze. I have taken 1 cup of mango puree again. In low flame I'll just cook it for few seconds, and then I'll add to this mixture some corn flour and sugar, 1 teaspoon of corn flour and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Sugar quantity completely depends upon the sweetness of your mangoes. Make sure the sweetness of this puree and the sweetness of the cake are similar. Mix nicely so that there would be no lumps. And now I'll add few drops of organic yellow food color just to enhance the color of this puree. And again I'll start cooking it. I just need this gravy to be semi done, a little bit on thicker side actually. So I'll just cook for 2 to 3 minutes on low flame, and then I'll taste it once just to know the amount of sugar. And then I had added 1 tablespoon more, that's why I had told 2 tablespoons of sugar. So it completely depends upon your choice. Now mix everything, and my mango puree is looking good now. It has thickened and you can see it's somewhat like jelly. So at this stage take it out from flame, and I'll actually remove half of this puree in a bowl. And make sure you do this process by using a strainer so that if there would be some lumps also, that can be strained out. So half of the mixture I have strained and half I'll keep for making the glaze, the actual mango glaze that will cover the cake. Now see, this is the half of the portion. To it I'll add half cup water and cook it on low flame till this puree becomes smooth again and mixes very nicely with water. And then I'll taste the sweetness here because I have added water, so the amount of sweetness will differ. I have added more, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then I will mix it. Now cook it on low flame for just 1 to 2 minutes. And we don't want this puree to be thickened. We just want a runny gravy, a little bit runny gravy. And at last I'll add 1 teaspoon of melted butter or ghee, and now you can see there will be an instant glaze in this puree, and you can see how smooth my puree is. And this is a bit runny, a little bit light than the previous version, and this is what we want. So now turn off the gas and let it cool. And meanwhile my cake has completely cooled down. I'll just turn it over on a plate and then tap it and take the tin out and see how nicely my cake has baked. And it's very fluffy, it's quite moist. You can see the sides of this cake. This cake is a basic mango sponge cake. If you want, you can also make this type of sponge and store it in an airtight container. It's simple mango cake, but as we are making a birthday cake, so I am going to use some glaze and transform this cake from a simple sponge to a beautiful cake. And you can see how fluffy this is. Transform this cake to a beautiful birthday cake. For that, first I'll cut the upper layer so that it becomes even. So I have just taken out the upper layer, and you can see how nice my cake is looking. And then I'll cut into 2 layers. You can, if you want, you can just cut into 1 layer. So I'll cut into 2 layers. You can always use a fine bread knife, but what I'm using here is a thread to cut this cake into layers. So first I have marked the whole cake, and then I'll use a thread and nicely just pull through the cake to cut it into 2 beautiful layers. You can see here how nicely my cake layers have come out. Then I'll divide the remaining portion. Just make marks round the cake so that the thread can be inserted smoothly in this way. And then again I'll pull the thread in one direction. I always do this alternative because some may not be having bread knife. This is one of the most easiest way to cut the cake in a clean way. And here goes, my layers are separate, and look how beautiful they are looking. So first I'll add some puree at the base, then goes 1 layer. To make the cake moist, you can use mango fruit juice, but what I have done, I have diluted 1 tablespoon of mango puree with 2 tablespoons of water, and I am using that to just give this cake a moist texture. Then I will add the puree that we had prepared, the thickened one, and just spread it evenly. Then goes another layer. Same way I'll use that puree to first moist the cake, and then I'll add some puree that we had made. This thickened puree will act as a layer between these cakes. And then the last one, and the same thing, I'll just first moist the cake and then add this puree. This puree should not be so very thick, otherwise it will not spread evenly. and now my cake has nicely crumb coated. Now we'll add the glaze. For that I'll transfer this cake to a wire rack, and by using a pilot knife, and I have used a bread knife, completely depends upon your choice. Then I'll pour the beautiful glaze over it, and you can see this glaze will cover the entire cake with a very nice mango finish. You can see here how nicely the glaze is spreading. So the glaze, second glaze consistency should be this much, so that they can spread evenly. So make sure you make a glaze in this way so that it coats evenly. And my cake is looking beautiful now. I'll just show you from the top. See how nice the cake is looking. So now very carefully lift this cake. I have used a palette knife and a bread knife to lift this cake, and I'll just transfer it very carefully. See how carefully I am doing it actually, because this cake is super soft and super moist at this stage. So just carefully lift it and place it on your cake stand and keep it in the fridge for 10 minutes so that this cake base is nicely set. And meanwhile we'll make some beautiful mango roses. First I have taken a just ripe mango, then I have just removed the pels and I have cut one side, removed the extra side layers, and now thinly slice these pieces so that we can make petals of this and make some roses. Make sure you use your knife and see how thin these slices are. They are so thin actually that they can be rolled over. If you are using overripe mangoes, this can never happen. See this, they will immediately break, and moreover they can't have that texture. So I am showing you both the mangoes just to know what kind of and what type of mango you should use to make these roses. And the knife should be inclined, and you should always use the tip of the knife so that this goes in the mango very smoothly, and then apply slight pressure so that the petals come out beautifully and clear. And again lift the knife to transfer the petals because they are very delicate, and start rolling from one side gradually to form the shape of a rose. And peel these petals and make one rose, and again go for the other. Don't peel the petals and keep it in that way. They would be more moist and would never form a beautiful rose like this. So I have already told you all the tips and tricks to make a beautiful mango rose. First thing, the mango should not be overripe, and second, while you cut the petals, make sure you take out really thin petals and use a knife to transfer those petals, and then start rolling from one end and gradually do roses, and then start folding the petals. So beautiful mango roses are done, and my cake has also come out of the fridge. And now I'll place the roses. You can see how nicely these roses are complementing the beautiful glaze of this mango cake. I have placed 4 roses, and then I have soaked some pieces of cashews in some rose syrup, and that I will place in between these roses. You can also add some tutti frutti. This looks great, and some chopped dry fruits, some pistas, some cashews I'll add at the side of this cake. This all process depends upon your creativity. This is my version. So now this beautiful, super soft, super moist and so yummy mango cake is ready. You can see how nicely the pieces are cutting, and I'll just show you one piece. And actually the beauty of this cake depends upon the taste of the mango, and you have to balance between the sweetness of mangoes and the sweetness of the cake. That's very important. And as I said, you can see the layers, how nicely the layers have set in, and from the finishing of the cake you can see how moist and super soft this is. So enjoy this beautiful mango cake in the season of mangoes. And if you are making this for someone's birthday, they will be super excited to see this awesome cake. Do give this recipe a try. Each and everyone will love it. I have said all the tips and tricks to make this beautiful mango cake. I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, do give a thumbs up, subscribe to my page, and do not forget to share with your family and friends. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.